Hello everyone, this is MJ and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. Today is Halloween and I'm here to read you my first published story. Stay tuned! All right, if you don't know, a bunch of booktubers got together and submitted wonderful, wonderful stories. A lot of us, this was our first foray into writing, and we just had a fantastic experience with Criminale and Troy Trade Up. Thank you so much for all your hard work. It really motivated a lot of us to keep going, and it's just fantastic. So I'm going to read you my story, which is called The Widowmaker. And this is available on Amazon. I will put a link in the show notes in case you want to pick it up. You can get a physical copy or you can get the e-copy too. And the e-copy, it's DRM free, so you could stick it on your Kobo, you could stick it on your Kindle, you could put it on your books, you could put it on your whatever. Okay? All right, let me see. This is called The Widowmaker by me, MJ. My pen name is M-A-J. My eyes are slits to the sunshine and slowly open, resulting in an unbearable squint. It's so damn bright. My eyes hurt, as does my head. It's so hot. Wait, it's winter. I'm burning up and covered in sweat. The sheets are wet from wicking away the moisture on my skin. I violently kick off the covers, trying to recall last night. Maybe I had too much wine. More and more frequently, I can feel the alcohol actually processing out of my body. I don't normally drink, but when I do, my body reacts in a way that it never did before. The details of last night are foggy and shadowed. A headache hangs over my memories. I have a sinking feeling that it happened again, as it has over the past 2 years or so. God, everything hurts. I roll over and see a solid outline next to me in my bed. I shut my eyes and wish I was still sleeping. I wish I wasn't here right now. I wish I were someplace else. I wish I could be transported to a beach somewhere. No, wait, beaches are hot. I don't need heat. I need someplace a little cool. Maybe Ireland, Maine. Wait, what am I doing? Focus. You need to take care of the now. Oh God, here we go. I decide to explore the other side of the bed with my feet and toes instead of my hands and eyes. Yep, it's happened before, and yep, it's happened again. There's a solid bump lying next to me. A body. Ugh, a dead body. Damn it, that's at least 7 times over the past 2 years. I never intentionally want this to happen. It's not as if I say to myself, let's go meet someone, start falling in love, and then kill them in their sleep. I'm not even conscious when the taking happens. I guess I'm simply somewhere else. Why does no one tell us women these things? The biggest secret, full of the most misinformation. No 2 women experience the change alike. Maybe there needs to be a manual or 6 weeks of an academy training to learn everything. Okay, let's get back to the introduction. I'm Marcy, 52, introvert, single, or at this point, spinster, no kids. No real ties except to the barista at my favorite coffee shop. Do people still call women like me spinsters, or has that word died with the passing of time? I mean, Jennifer Aniston isn't considered a spinster, right? I do have several theories about what I am and what a lot of us are. I'm not the only one. We are many. We are legion. Wait, I think that phrase was used before. Huh? What? Yes, I know there's a dead body lying next to me in this bed. He isn't going anywhere for right now anyway. Telling you what I know is way more important. I feel like our conversation. I like our conversation so far. I'm a 52-year-old female in the perimenopause stage of life. I firmly believe that my natural hormones have triggered an ancestral blockchain of DNA that has awakened some sort of supernatural power. In short, I firmly believe that my long hair has the capability to suck the life out of others as I sleep next to them. It's happened 7 times over the past 2 years. I honestly can't think of any other explanation. My partners have all died in the exact same way. In a peaceful slumber without any trace of struggle or violence, they were all so cute, so kind and loving, and none of them deserved to die. Let me show you how I put the pieces of evidence together to support my theory. I had an ancestry DNA test a while back when it was pretty popular and trendy. My known family ancestral history is Eastern European, Scottish, English, and Irish. The results confirm that I am a great-great-great-great-granddaughter of Robert the Bruce and a cousin of Saint Pope John Paul II. But the next bit was the most surprising part. Greece. The test results reveal Greek DNA in me. Never did that country or ancestry come up in any discussion at family gatherings or when my brother started compiling the family tree. It was a complete shock, but also made perfect sense. I love Greek food and have always found the country and photos to be so beautiful, including the people. I also believe that Greek gods were once ordinary men, women, and animals that walked the earth with us and were elevated to a godlike celebrity status over time through the retelling of stories and legends. Stay with me. I know. Listen, I really don't mind that there's a dead body next to me in bed. At least you don't hear the beginnings of decay, the gurgles and noises that the body creates and emits and as it starts to decompose. It's a real trip. This isn't my first rodeo. Let me continue telling my story. Yes, I believe that Greek goddesses like Aphrodite, Athena, Artemis, and Hecate were all living people. I like to think of them as the Kardashians or the Hemsworth of their era. And the stories told over and over again elevated them to godlike status over time. Every tale, a new element was introduced, making the story magical. Have you made the connection yet? No? Well, Medusa has entered the chat, and that bitch is pissed off. Did you know that Medusa was one of the most badass mythical creatures ever written about? And she is not even a goddess. How is that even possible? Watching the original Clash of the Titans in the movie theater at 9 years old was one of my greatest memories. I cheered for Medusa rather than Harry Hamlin. I wanted to crawl into that movie and play with all the gods and goddesses and ride Pegasus. When Medusa slithered onto the screen, I could not help but watch in shock and be in awe. I felt a connection to her image that I didn't quite understand then, but I'm pretty sure that I understand it now. It also explains my fascination for the fashion branding of Versace that uses the Medusa image in its logo. If you don't already know, Medusa was a beautiful mortal woman whose hair was turned into snakes by Athena as a retaliation over something. What that something was, I really can't tell you. I do sense a bit of catty petty jealousy, probably over a mortal man. Gods and mortals getting together is bound to cause drama. Maybe Athena wasn't as confident or secure in herself as she has been portrayed. Medusa, in the monster phase of her life, was said to turn people into stone with her gaze. Personally, I don't think that's how it happens. I think the snakes have always been the main characters and simply suck the life force out of nearby unsuspecting people. Medusa is simply the carrier that receives the benefit. I like to think of it as a form of energy vampirism. Interestingly enough, all of my boyfriends and victims so far have benefited from me aesthetically. My appearance always looks more youthful, energized, and pleasing to others after a fresh draining. Using the words fresh kill just sounds so gauche. After a draining, I receive more compliments from strangers. My clothing fits better. People on the street look at me with curiosity. I feel stronger and way more people engage and flirt with me. Even animals want to take part in my company. As an introvert, I really don't want any of these things. The last thing in the world I want is attention. I simply want to remain in the shadows, continuing to live my life by going to work and coming home to my empty apartment in the city. But also, I'm human and I do get lonely. The rush of finding a new love can be addictive, especially when it's 3 times a year. I need physical companionship, at least for a little while. A little while is about as long as my boyfriends are alive in my relationship with them. So how did I make this Medusa connection to my found dead lovers? I put 2 and 2 together using the DNA test result and the footage from my security cameras. I changed the camera. I changed the camera angles to film myself in bed. I know, sounds kinky, but it was anything but kinky. Reviewing the footage is the stuff nightmares are made of. Let me set the stage for you. I meet a cute guy at my favorite coffee shop. I enjoy going to coffee shops. The atmosphere is relaxed and most people lower their guard for casual talk or conversation. The man and I talk about books and sports, and he asked me for my socials and said he'd like to take me out on a date. Very old school fun. Dinner, drinks, music, movies, plays, all of it. About 3 months into the relationship, my boyfriend decides to stay over for one night. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the last decision he'll ever make. This is not the first time we have been physical, only the first time at my place. I tend not to sleep at my lover's addresses. The draining needs to happen on my turf, my dwelling, my Medusa's cave. The footage shows us in bed, peacefully sleeping after getting in some good old-fashioned lovemaking. He was so sweet and actually a good lover, making sure that I received an equal amount of pleasure, if you know what I mean. Soon after, we doze and things start happening. As I fall into a deep sleep next to my partner, my locks awaken with hunger. Slowly and curiously, my hair begins to show signs of life. Many lives, actually. Locks of hair soon become multiple tendrils with snake heads, red beady eyes, and razor-like fangs. My snake slithers silently to my lover's side of the bed, just a few inches away. My hair is moving as if underwater, swaying rhythmically back and forth, exploring all of the surroundings and, in essence, hunting for energy. Their prey is unknowingly caught in the most beautiful trap line of peaceful, deep sleep. Slowly, my hair curls around my boyfriend's neck and jawline, encompassing his head and face, entering his nose and mouth, cutting off his oxygen supply. Each of the snakes clamp its mouth down on whatever flesh it can find, and tiny fangs pierce the skin to commence the drain, feeding on energy, draining the life force, draining the soul. Within minutes, my lover is gone. No longer of this earth, a lifeless body, a shell, a body that is rapidly decomposing and transforming into stone and then dust. After the drain, my snakes return to their nest and transform back to my normal yet wild hair. I don't feel the loss of love until I wake up and open my eyes. I have to say one thing about my condition. The cleanup is relatively easy and virtually undetectable to law enforcement. Thank you, Hoover and Dyson, for the vacuum cleaners. Not a speck of dust left behind on the sheets. I've gotten into the obsessive habit of changing my bedding set after each boyfriend. Thank goodness for online shopping. Store clerks may become suspicious. 7 lovers gone in the span of 2 years. That is a lot of bedding sets. I search out my old flames and clip out the news articles about my missing men in the city. People go missing here more often than you think. The media does not put the pieces together. There are definitely bigger headlines than a sleeping serial killer. Wait, is that what I am? I don't think so. Remember, there is no body to dispose of, and I'm not the one doing it. My hair is responsible. I am undetected. I am invisible. I haven't met friends or family at this stage. I haven't been invited to holidays. 3 months into a relationship, I'm still simply some random girl their son or friend is dating. My identity is safe, and I am safe. My lovers are not from the city. They are transplants who like to travel. A common thread in all of them, which again benefits my secret. You may ask if I actually love them. Yes, I loved each of them for a reason, or approximately 3 months. It really is the perfect relationship. Manners are upheld. Chivalry is not dead. Bad habits are not revealed. Cheating has not entered their minds. There is no going Dutch. Dinner and drinks are on the date. The thought of breaking up is not even detected on their radar. They are completely and utterly enamored with me. They are under my spell. My beauty, with the help of my Medusa DNA, is biologically designed to lure them in like prey and make them feel comfortable and important in my life. When it comes time for them wanting to stay the night at my place, I never refuse. Biologically, I can't. It's as if the Medusa energy controls my decision-making. Even though I know it will end badly for them, I cannot help myself. The courtship process has become an addictive act. As I try to dig deeper into my family history, my female relatives, grandmother, mother, aunts, have all passed away, taking their knowledge and experience with them. My cousins are in the same boat I am in, entering the next stage of their lives, but no one talks about it. I wonder if they have the same problem, or is their experience different? Most of them are not married and are without children. I wonder if that's a common trait in our DNA. Can they honestly be like me? I really don't know, and I can never ask for fear of exposure. I will say that every single one of them wears a short hairstyle. I'm the only one with long locks. Does the length of hair keep the snakes and Medusa DNA at bay or unleash their power? Is that a trade secret passed down generation to generation? My mother had short hair. All her sisters had short hair. My father's mother had short hair, as did her daughter, my aunt. All except one are deceased now, and that's actually changed. Why didn't anyone ever say anything? Why has it taken me 52 years to learn what can only be the truth? It must be the length of hair. That is the only correlation I can detect and test. And no, I'm not cutting my hair, so don't even suggest it. Remember when society would say that women would not wear long hair, should not wear long hair past the age of 40? Same rule with the mini skirts and bikinis. I've never adhered to any fashion rules and consider myself a bit of a rebel. I know that I can't, but I want to ask everyone over age 50 with long hair if this happens to them. Do we share the same mythical DNA that gets ignited at perimenopause? Is that what happens during hot flashes? Is this some grand global conspiracy and I'm just arriving to the party? I can't be the only one with this affliction. But then again, maybe I am the only one. If I tell someone, will they commit me? Or will they try to shut me up by ending my life or keep me locked away in a cell for government testing? Oh, I could be the most epic spy the world has ever known. Maybe I need to start a manifesto and document everything that will happen from here on out. That may be the safest silent option. Tell my story in full, document each and every boyfriend and event, and pass it along to those females entering the crone stage to prepare for what magic might happen. Hours have passed since you and I first met. I'm still in this bed typing to you. The body remains with me, decomposing and transforming. It should be almost done. Like waiting for a roast to be done in the oven. A body comprised of skin and organs, quickly metamorphosizing to stone and finally to dust. The speed of it all is pleasingly fast. A few minutes have passed and I finally crawl out of bed. I grab the vacuum and say the following out loud as I suck up the dust of my former lover. Either to be put in the trash or released outside my window. Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return. I put the vacuum back, shower, and get dressed as if nothing had ever happened. No mourning and no sadness. Now that all is said and done, I really do think I could go for another coffee. Fin or no? Finished or not? And that's my reading, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my story. It was actually pretty cool to read it. So again, Garbology. Criminale presents the Garboliest anthology of awesome trash. You can get this lovely copy on Amazon. There's also art included. Or you can get yourself an e-copy that's available for Kindle Kobo, whatever e-device that you use. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I will say to you, happy Halloween. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I'll see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, goodbye for now.